Because of the impact of the pandemic, business owners and entrepreneurs are being forced to reevaluate their strategies and transform the way they do business. Simply getting online is no longer enough to attract and keep customers. So here to give us some tips is leading business strategist Scott Steinberg. Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Hey, Sarah, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. So let's talk about business. How has the pandemic impacted businesses as well as entrepreneurs?
Yeah, as you can see, change seems to be the watchword as of late. So more business owners and more entrepreneurs are having to constantly mix up their operating strategies, their business models, and of course, everybody is thinking about making the jump from offline to online. The good news being that thanks to the rise of technology, we're also seeing all these online marketplaces like Fiverr.com, where you can go to access creative services from freelancers all around the world that can help you perform just about any task, from building a website to creating an email newsletter, and get up and running online in a matter of minutes, more cost affordably than ever before.
Do you see any future trends that need to be a part of e-commerce plans?
Well, of course, a big trend is that you need to be able to build things quickly, no matter the size of your business, no matter the industry. You need customizable solutions, and you need to think like a startup. So you need to create it very cost affordably, very quickly, roll it out to market fast, test it out, see what customers have to say, and based on their feedback, update, iterate, and improve your strategies as you go. But again, thanks to the rise of technology and these online tools and templates, a sites like Fiverr, you're going to find all sorts of ways where you can build out anything you need, from a video to a product highlight to search engine marketing, that can really help you get the word out, do it faster than ever. And again, it's all about learning and experimentation as you go.
Mm-hmm. So what are the first steps for someone who owns a business or wants to start a business on how to set everything up?
I would start by thinking about, do you have a product or service that you want to market? Then you got to think about what sort of creative assets do you need to build around it, whether that's an email newsletter, whether that's putting some product packaging and photography together. Got to make a tick list of that. Then you got to make a project timeline and milestones and deliverables. And then you want to go online and you want to see what off-the-shelf services and solutions are available to you, because 9 times out of 10, somebody has faced a similar problem, which means you can leverage their solution to help solve the problem as well. And of course, anytime you work with freelancers or creatives, you also want to check their background, see their work, make sure their portfolio is a match. But again, it's easier than ever before to get rolling on this stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is so much that technology can help us with these days. And speaking of that, COVID-19 has just impacted everything. Businesses definitely have felt the pain. How can some businesses transition to being online now these days?
Well, like I was saying, again, the tricky part once upon a time was figuring out where to get started, right? That first step was the hardest. But now solutions are just a click or call away. So really your biggest challenge is going to be, for any business problem that you need to solve, picking the right provider or finding the best way to mix and match all the resources that are available to you to stand out. But you definitely got to differentiate. You definitely got to be unique, and you definitely got to stay attuned to the local needs of your community and your core customer base. And you got to realize that customers' habits, their needs are changing very rapidly as new things pop up in the news, as situations change on the ground. As long as you're staying in motion and changing with changing times, though, I'm confident you'll do fine.
All right. Well, Scott, lots of good advice there. We appreciate you being here on Studio 3 today, and thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thanks again, sir.
Ooh.
That's something a lot of businesses, I think, are facing right now. It's a challenging time.
And it's not only, businesses are not only thinking about getting their products online, but also getting all their people online, with so many people now working from home.
It's tough. I think it's tough to navigate, just because it's in a sense a whole new world. And, you know, I just think it's an option that a lot of people have been toying with, and
this kind of forced their hand.
It did.
It's going to be very interesting, and it can be overwhelming, but I think he's right. There's a lot of options for support out there.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of places you can go and turn. So hopefully that brings some of the panic or the overwhelming feelings down.
Absolutely. Well, coming